Do you know what a family is? A family is a group of sinners who are living under one roof. I have yet to meet a healthy family who didn't require the power of immediate and unconditional forgiveness. Our own family needed to be reminded of the necessity of forgiveness on a daily basis. Honestly, sometimes on an hourly basis. Colossians 3:13 teaches bearing with one another and forgiving each other. Whoever has a complaint against anyone, just as the Lord forgave you, so must you do also. You know, it's certain that children will fuss at each other from time to time, and frustrations will arise. Inevitably, one child will react in anger, and another will respond in like manner. The first response every time should be forgiveness to one another. A family unit is where our spiritual walk is honed and matured. If your children don't forgive one another in the home, then they will someday find it impossible to forgive their spouses or others who have wronged them. We practice forgiveness in the home so that when we are out in the world, we know how and when to forgive. Now, I'm not implying that there shouldn't be punishment or discipline as a parental response. But between the two offended parties, the forgiveness should be applied sweetly and quickly. Now, as a parent, you must also model forgiveness. When you've blown up in anger with one of the children, quickly repent and ask for forgiveness. Pray with the child who bore the wrath of your anger, and then bless the child in some manner. When there's tension between you and your husband, take the time to talk about it and ask for forgiveness. If the children have heard the confrontation, make sure that they know mom and dad have forgiven each other and love each other. Forgiveness is when the innocent one lets the guilty one go free. Forgiveness is never deserved, but it's always a gift of grace. If a child is struggling with the concept of forgiveness, share with this dear one a Bible story in which forgiveness was displayed, such as Joseph forgiving his brothers or the parable of the prodigal son. Or you might read a biographical account of someone who chose to forgive in spite of cruelty. You know, some children just have an inner sense of justice that makes it hard for them to forgive. In this case, make sure that you take the time to listen to your child's heart and help him or her process the obedience of forgiveness. Jesus taught us, be merciful, just as your Father is merciful. Forgive, and you will be forgiven. We don't forgive simply because we feel like it, but we forgive because we have been forgiven ourselves. It is, after all, what Jesus would do.